Again, if we look at Celestia's timer, we can see we are situated in the same time when Shepard supposedly took these photos. So why are the views of Earth and Venus clearly not matching up? For the sake of thoroughness, I also captured this image of the lunar sky taken at 12:38 Greenwich Mean Time, more than half an hour after Shepard took these photos. As you can see, over a 30-minute time span, the planet Venus makes a drastic shift from right to left. This is the exact opposite of what is happening in the Apollo 14 photos. In the second frame, Venus has shifted greatly from left to right. Not only is Venus orbiting in the wrong direction, it's also moving so fast that it has shaved hundreds of thousands of kilometers in a few moments. To get a planet to behave like this in two photos taken moments apart would be a complete impossibility. Clearly, the positions of Venus in these two Apollo 14 photos are false, and sadly, they are still cited as verification for the authenticity of the moon landings. But most important of all, the writers at the Apollo Lunar Surface Journal claim to have verified Venus's position using the same Celestia software we've just used. Ironically, as we were told on Wikipedia,
the relative positions of the Earth and Venus could not have been anticipated.
Obviously not, because as we've just demonstrated, the set designers screwed up the positions real good. And it seems now they are trying to amend that. Previously, I had stated that even the brightest stars are absent in the photos that NASA took. It seems I was both right and wrong. Shortly after the release of Dude Where's My Star, a YouTube user by the name of A Few Good Clips posted this video as a response. It showed official images taken from Apollo 11, obtained from the Lunar and Planetary Institute in Houston. One of these pictures, number AS11-40-5930, clearly shows stars in the black lunar sky. Remember, this image came from the LPI's website. However, elsewhere on the same site, in its more official Apollo Image Atlas section, we find this copy of the same image, in which the stars are now absent. Taking this into account, I punched this image's photo ID into the Apollo Archive search engine and found what I was looking for, a high-resolution copy of the photograph. Evidently, there are over 10 stars in the LPI's copy of the photo, but the Apollo Archive's copy only has 2 brightly lit stars. Upon closer inspection, we also find that these star positions don't match up between the 2 copies. In fact, the bright bluish star seen in the Apollo Archive's image is totally absent in the LPI's copy. So if we're looking at 2 identical photographs, why is there a mismatch between the star positions? And why did NASA black out stars from their photos? In October 2007, Dr. Ken Johnson was promptly fired. He was the manager of the Data and Photo Control Department at NASA's Lunar Receiving Laboratory during NASA's Manned Lunar Program. According to Johnson, NASA had ordered him to destroy key Apollo images and data rather than allow them to be preserved for academic and public study. Evidently, It seems that NASA has indeed gone out of its way to actively suppress the release of Apollo images to the public, and enforce censorship on certain details in the ones already released, be it the sea on the rock or the stars in the sky. However, Ken Johnston had come to a different conclusion concerning the reason behind the censorship. As far as he was concerned, NASA was trying to cover up signs of ancient alien civilization.
Hello?
E.T. phone home!
I'm just going to get the coffee.
Now what I see is what I get. It's too late to look back. I've got no way to switch back. It's too late to look back. I know